Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and may fall again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Teddy Roosevelt. Hello, my poodles. How's everyone doing? Hope you are well. Thank you for joining me. Will the air sound work? Am I hitting it right? I don't know. Sorry, I'm putting my Dove Silky Lotion on. Hope everyone's good. It's 3:45, January 17th, 2023. I was going to say 2022. How's everyone doing? Good to see you all. We're going to be talking about Anna Walsh. This is going to be a quick live because I have a live coming up at 5 o'clock Eastern. And we are going to be talking about NamUs. Last night I was looking through the NamUs, and anyone, we'll talk more about that, but it's about basically unidentified people who family hasn't, claimed them. They don't know that they're missing. They don't know that they're dead, all of that. So we'll be talking more about that, but go ahead and hit that thumbs up while you're in here. Okay. Thank you. Hope everyone is well. So breaking news coming out of Boston. Anna Walsh, its husband, Brian Walsh, has been charged for murder. My opinion, not quite a shocker, but nonetheless, it is extraordinarily sad because they have 3 children together, ages 2, 4, and 6. And what the hell are these ads, man? Well, let me show you the video first from Prosecutors. That's what we shall do. Okay. It was on a Twitter. Okay, there we go. I've got the video now. Let me just show you the video first.
Police detectives assigned to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office have been involved in an intensive investigation into the fate of Anna Walsh, a 39-year-old Cohasset mother of 3, since she was first reported missing on January 4th. Early in this investigation, the police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walsh, age 47, had misled police investigators on material matters important to the search for Anna Walsh. He has pled not guilty to those charges and is currently being held at the Norfolk County House of Correction. The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walsh with the murder of his wife. Mr. Walsh will be transported to the Quincy District Court for arraignment on the charge of murder. Additional details of the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time. This marks the second allegation of domestic violence homicide in Norfolk County in less than a month. Our thoughts are very much with the family these crimes have left behind.
So there we have it. He kept it rather short and sweet. Um, I don't think it's too much of a shocker for any of us to say that they charged him with murder, since they found, a bent knife in with blood on it in his basement, along with blood in the basement. He conveniently got lost on his way to mommy's house and just happened to go get to stop by a hardware store and get like $450 worth of cleaning supplies and all of that stuff to clean it up. They have not found Anna Walsh yet. No, that we are aware of, the public at least. They have not found Anna Walsh yet at this time. But maybe things are starting to they're finally starting to figure out where she is, or what happened to her, at least. We're hoping. So, an arrest warrant charging Brian Walsh with murder was issued Tuesday in the death of his wife, Anna Walsh, a Massachusetts mother of three. Their ages are 2, 4, and 6, by the way, who had been missing since the new year, Norfolk District Attorney Michael Morrissey announced. Walsh is 47 years old. He pleaded not guilty last week to misleading investigators about his actions and whereabouts. Now, he was on parole for something completely different. He was on parole for selling 2 fraudulent Andy Warhol paintings. Totally different. He had to wear a house arrest bracelet around his leg, and he lied about where he was going. And that's when he went to the Home Depot. His wife was missing. They conveniently, for on his way to mommy's house, but got lost, kind of thing. So he is being held at Norfolk County House of Corrections and will be transported to Quincy District Court to be arraigned for the murder of his wife. Additional details in the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at the arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time. An attorney for Brian Walsh declined to comment. The arrest warrant comes more than 2 weeks after Anna was reported missing by her workplace. We now know that, by the way, Anna's workplace reported her missing before Brian did. The place of work reported her missing before Brian. Anna was getting everything in order. She was selling off things. She was ready to start a new life without Brian, in my opinion, and I think by a lot of other people's opinions, in DC with her children. We also know that Brian allegedly, even before they got married, allegedly tried to, or told Anna that he would murder her, that he would kill her before they were married. And I guess he apologized, things worked out, but this man has a lot of issues upstairs. Okay, let's continue. The arrest. Okay, police have found possible grime evidence, blood, and a bloody knife in the basement of the family's Cohasset home. According to prosecutors, Brian Walsh internet records, get this, guys, oh my God, get this. Internet records show searches for how to dismember and dispose of a body. not just how to dismember and dispose, how to dismember and dispose of a 115-pound woman. 115-pound woman. First of all, guess how many pounds Anna was? 115 pounds. Second thing, she's a woman, right? Third, more importantly, she's your wife and she's missing. Oh, okay. Terrible. So we got that. According to law enforcement sources, also a hacksaw and apparent bloodstains at a trash collection site. They also found, law enforcement officials. According to police, he told investigators he last saw his wife early on January 1, New Year's Day, when she left her Cohasset home in a rideshare or taxi to head to the airport and catch a flight to Washington, D.C. for her real estate job. She was not supposed to go on January 1st, by the way. It was supposed to be like the 3rd or the 5th. I can't remember which date, but she wasn't supposed to leave that day, anyways. Who leaves on January 1st? Who leaves on New Year's Day? Nobody. Nobody leaves on a holiday, in my opinion. He said he ran errands for his mother in nearby Swampscott later that day and went for ice cream with one of his children the day after. When he went to mommy's house and he forgot how to get there, that's when he went by the hardware store, and nothing was ever seen with this kid getting ice cream or anything. Never saw it. It was never on camera. However, prosecutors said that there is no evidence that Anna Walsh hailed a ride or made it to the airport. And in a criminal affidavit, police said there was no evidence he ran errands for his mother on New Year's Day. Prosecutors did discover surveillance video showing Brian at the Home Depot buying $450 in cleaning supplies, including a mop, a bucket, and a tarp, in cash on January 2nd, so the next day. Now, Brian, this was my question for you, and I'm sure the prosecutors asked you this. When or where is that mop that you bought? Where are those cleaning supplies? You know what? I bet they found them in that trash facility. That's what I bet. Okay. Goodness gracious. This man, he's psycho. The affidavit describes Brian Walsh's statement to police as a quote clear attempt to mislead and delay the investigators, end quote. The charge follows a string of turmoil legal issues for Brian Walsh. In 2021, he pleaded guilty to 3 federal fraud charges related to a 2018 scheme to sell fake Andy Warhol artwork online. He has been on house arrest and monitoring since then as part of his pre-sentence conditions. So those Andy Warhol paintings, he did sell them online. There was some. It was like an Asian couple. I think, I don't know if they were in America or outside of America, doesn't really matter, I guess. And they noticed when they got the paintings that the back of it, like the staples, looked brand new, and Andy Warhol, it's long gone, and his paintings are valued at one of the greatest artists of our time, and they got to looking around with that painting and they took it somewhere and they said, oh no, this is not authentic. Not authentic. So Brian scammed them out of this. It's just been one thing after another with this dude. And Anna was so much better than this guy. So much better. Also in 2018, his father, Dr. Thomas Walsh, died. His father, Dr. Thomas Walsh, is a renowned doctor. He very wealthy, very well known. And his father died in 2018, leading over a legal battle for his estate. In court documents, those close to the family accused Brian Walsh of financial misconduct, described him as an angry and violent person, and said he had been diagnosed as a psychopath. My God, diagnosed as a psychopath. I'm going to think it's a good idea that the hacksaw and hatchet that they are going to be able to use to dismember a 115-pound woman. Yes. Yeah. He, quote, he had a severe falling out with his son. Andrew Walsh, the executor of the estate, said Dr. Walsh's relationship with Brian, quote, Brian had ran off with a significant amount of money. He had almost zero contact with Brian Walsh over the last 10 plus years, end quote. Further, Anna Walsh told police in 2014 someone threatened to, quote, kill her and her friend. According to the incident report obtained by CNN from the Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department, a spokesperson for the department confirmed that Brian Walsh was the person involved in that report. The report was filed by Anna Walsh, then Anna Nip, when she resided in D.C. My phone. The case was later closed because the victim refused to cooperate with the prosecution, the spokesperson said. The three children, all between ages 2 and 6, remember they're 2, 4, and 6, in the custody of the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families, a spokesperson said. So that is it on the Anna Walsh story at this time. This is all we know, that he has been charged. Hopefully the authorities know a lot more. I went back in and came in, still can't do live chat. We see you, Lisa. We see you, babe. YouTube has been glitching. Oh my God. Last week, why didn't ankle monitor pick up location at all times? I think that they did pick it up. I just don't think there was someone there maybe necessarily watching it. You think it's very calming, my phone sound, Pat? No. Look at this picture of him. Ooh. I'm sorry, but hold on. I've got this photo. It's like, I can't even with this dude. Like, she was so much better than this. Look at this. Let me show you. You're going to be like, what the heck? Like, is it low? What is it? Mo Curly and what is it? Mo? What are they? Mo Curly? I don't know what the hell they are. That's what he reminds me of, like one of the Three Musketeers. I don't know for some reason. Some ankle monitors are not constant like you think. They only report every hour. Yeah, that could be too. Larry, low. That's what he reminds me of. I'm sorry. Three Stooges. Yes. Doesn't he look like one of the Three Stooges? I think so. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But Anna was so much better, such a much classier lady than that. That's all I gotta say. So, okay, guys, I will be back in 1 hour. We are going to be doing something that I've never seen any other YouTuber talk about. And we're going to be talking about unidentified victims. And it is graphic. I'm just going to tell you right up. But you know, everyone's always talking about these really popular cases, which we all do it. I do it. Everyone does it. But also, I think we need to talk about these people who have been laying, you know, without a family for some a month, some a year, some 15 years. So, all right. I will see you guys all in about 55 minutes from now. Love you all. I'll see you soon. We'll take calls then as well. All right. Bye bye.